Hi everyone, welcome to Adobe Live. This is the day 2 of our motion design and animation live stream, and we start the day with our friends from Made by Radio Studio. Jean and Pete, how are you today?
Good, thank you very much.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So yeah, that's cool. So if you are joining for the first time, they started working on an animation yesterday with a skateboarder, but they will show what they were doing. And basically, Jean is the illustrator and Pete the motion designer. And we're very happy to be here. We are live from Paris. Let us know in the chat where you are from, because our friends came from Cape Town, South Africa.
Sunny Cape Town.
Yeah, sunny. Yeah,
very sunny. Yeah,
very sunny.
Looking forward to.
Yeah, not back. Like Paris these days. It's
nice to get a change.
It's a change. Yeah. Like if you want to get depressed these days, visit Paris. Oh, and we have friends. Look at that. We have a run from Iceland. Have you? Oh, I've never been to Iceland.
I'd love to go to Iceland.
Yeah, me too. Beatrice from Portugal. I love Portugal. And already some people. Gary from the USA. Thanks for waking up. Yeah.
That's what's good.
Hope you have a nice breakfast. And hello info from Belgium, Switzerland, Denmark. And our friend Titi from India. Okay, it's awesome. We will be live today for 8 hours, starting with Made by Radio, and then Lucille Patron, she's a pixel art designer and animator, will join us. And Alexandra Loon from Animade Studio, based in London, will do some character animation, and today she will animate a walking cycle of a cat. But a very funny cat, you will see, like a cartoonish cat. It will be awesome. And then Cyril Izarn from Noble TV will end the day doing some also motion design and including some 3D. I think Rufus today using Cinema 4D. So a lot of techniques. Feel free to ask questions. It's really a live stream for you to know more about motion design, animation, all the tools they're using, their career. So I think thanks for joining, and let's start. So what do we want to share? Maybe you want to show what you were doing yesterday?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll show the rendered GIF.
Oh. We have people from South America too.
All over.
Julio, yeah, from Venezuela.
And Made by Radio.
Yeah, Made by Radio.
But timed out by Nightbot for writing all of them.
Oh yeah, all caps. Yeah, don't use all caps. Okay.
Nightbot being mean again.
Yeah. If you join the Adobe Live experience, you will all discover Nightbot. Be nice with Nightbot. Okay, it's a robot. It's not very smart, but just be nice.
There you go. See, now they're learning.
Oh, Netherlands. So we have so this animation on the screen, and this is what you have created yesterday.
Yes.
In less than 2 hours.
Just about.
Yeah. So by the way, you can watch your replay, okay, if you want to see how it has been done, and also watch Jean. He was working on illustration at the same time, because tomorrow, because we will be back tomorrow, we'll combine everything to create an animated mosaic with 6 scenes, cityscapes. I mean, we will see how it goes. Okay, Jeff says it looks great. Okay, people joining from Canada. Nice. Okay, so what is the plan for today?
So the plan for today, I thought, a nice way to start with the cycle, get the guy moving a little bit, get him rolling. So today we're going to go a little bit more detailed and a little bit more cool, hopefully. Okay. We're going to get him doing a trick of some kind. I say some kind. He's going to be doing a kickflip. So there's going to be a lot of motion in a lot of motion and anticipation in sort of squashing down and then like popping up. And the board's going to do a bit of, fake 3-dimensional flipping. Okay. And then he's going to land it like an absolute pro. We hope.
Awesome. Yeah. Any skateboarders in the chat? Let us know. And Jean, so you worked a lot yesterday, so I don't know if you are still planning to do some work, or maybe just relax.
A lot of relaxing, for sure. So that's the basic background that we'll be skating through. Maybe today I might pop in 1 or 2 characters. Maybe a guy sitting on this bench.
Okay.
Dude walking. But I think that's enough for Pete to get along with. Yeah.
Okay, so we have some skateboard experts in the chat to say
Why
not
not?
a
Why
MC
don't
twist,
Mac
Mac
twist,
twist. What-
Twist.
Ollie would be
Maybe if I had a
complicated.
week, that would be fine. But
So no count zero. We won't go for the Casper flip.
count zero. Like I said, I genuinely wanted to, but I don't know.
Too long.
Yeah, too long, too technical. So we'll start with the basics and we'll see how we get. You know, if we manage to finish in time, maybe we can get him doing something a little bit different. So
Yeah,
you know,
we'll
we'll see. We'll see.
Maybe you can create a new move.
A new move. Oh,
Yeah.
the Adobe.
The Adobe
flip.
flip. Yeah, the Adobe flip. And stay tuned because we will give away Creative Cloud subscription. One per show today. Yesterday it was Christmas. Okay, we were giving two. We'll see. It depends. It depends on my mood. We'll see. But at least one Creative Cloud subscription to someone in the chat. And also we invite you to share your animations. Also, if you do some pixel art, you can share your animation on Twitter, adding the Adobe Live hashtag, and we will review some animations and artworks live during the stream. I will review some in about 5 minutes just to show you how it, like the principle on how we share that. And on Friday, 10 people who shared their animations will win a 1-year Creative Cloud subscription. So it's also another chance to either access Creative Cloud, so all the creative apps, or extend your membership. If you are already a member, it will extend your membership, adding 12 months. Maybe we can ask you in the chat, how long is the subscription for? It's 1 year. Yeah. So by the way, let us know in the chat who is a Creative Cloud member and who is not, or what kind of plan you have. Lolita Galido, thanks for joining. Is asking, did you use Druid? So no. So if you watch the replay, we had an entire discussion. So maybe Pete, you can explain what you used.
Absolutely, I'm using Rubber Hose. It's slightly easier and quicker than Duik. I use Duik for more technical rigs, technical legs with a lot of sort of tapering, or there's a lot more detail. Rubber Hose is lovely for simple characters, especially ones which have the same width from the shoulder to the wrist, or from the hip to the leg.
Yeah, that's what you are sharing. Like for more complex rigging, you would go for Druid.
Use Duik, yeah, absolutely.
But yesterday, I mean, you see what he achieved in less than 2 hours, and
well, that's the lovely thing
adding
about
smoke, adding like you had even including some details. Like it was not just the rigging.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You got to add the flares. It's got to be the rounded package.
Okay, Jean is creating some weird characters.
Yeah. So this.
Oh, is it in the metro or?
I think
Oh,
this
in the
guy's
bus?
going to be on a bench in the park down here.
In the
Pop
park.
him over there,
Okay.
and
At
he's
night?
going to be.
What is he
I reckon
doing?
he's going to be smoking. I see everyone in Paris.
Yeah, a lot of smokers in Paris.
Feel right at home.
Yeah. And now they are very easy to spot because before, people used to smoke everywhere. See what I mean? But now they have to go outside.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like, when
always
you-
in doorways.
Yeah.
And, like,
So if you leave the office, you always see a group like of 30 or 40 people smoking. It's
Huddled around.
Super weird.
you're not a smoker, huh?
Like it's a way to socialize, I guess. We are very proud of Rufus because he quitted smoking like this.
Ah, good for him.
Yeah.
Sure.
But just one day he said stop.
Willpower.
Boom. He stopped. It was more than 2 years ago now.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
What was behind the decision?
You just woke up and say no.
What's the point?
Yeah, no smoking. It's part of the cliche, right? When you think about Paris, like there is the baguette and the people smoking at the terrace of a cafe.
The cafe
It's
culture.
weird. It's a bad cliche. Eating bread is fine. Eating croissant, but like smoking, very bad.
Maybe I shouldn't be advertising or popularizing.
Okay, so they want to see your toolbar in Illustrator.
Ah, okay.
Which we want to see, but
Yep, there's the toolbar.
that's it. So it's just working on some waves. Oh, like the smoke.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
the smoke right there.
Hey, Joffer, yeah, we have a green screen. It's true. It's green. Okay, Pete, what are you doing? Oh, you're already working on the
Absolutely, yep.
jump.
Yep. So what I did actually to start with was I took this composition with the guy just kick pushing because I already have him rigged up and sort of ready to go.
Oh,
So I just duplicated that and deleted all the keyframes and just adjusted his body so that he's in a different position,
so nice.
just to save a little bit of time. And yeah, and another important thing, because hopefully in the end result it's going to be a looping animation, we have to bear in mind that the kick push is what's going to set the duration of the loop. So at the moment the kick push animation is 40 frames long. So
40,
the kick flip is going to be a multiple of 40. It will be 40 or 80 or 120,
I see.
depending on how much time he needs to actually do the whole movement.
Makes sense. Okay, so we have a Freak Out and Mr. Cacciofo asking about the plugins you are using in After Effects. So for the rigging, it's Rubber House, but do you use other plugins?
I did want to mention, I mean, there's one, the two main ones I use are Rubber Hose and Move Anchor Point. Move Anchor Point's brilliant because it's
a
you can
script.
see my screen.
Yeah.
No, not quite, but
Okay,
yeah.
I can show I can hide this. Okay, now you can show it.
Exactly. So if you make a shape in After Effects, generally the anchor point is in the center of the composition, and just the click of a button, you can have it in the middle of your shape, or the bottom left, or the bottom right, or the side. So it's just a very quick.
Also, it happens all the time with the text layers. You notice that, like when you type text, like the center,
Absolutely,
the anchor point can
goes,
be anywhere. You're like,
and it's annoying when you forget about the anchor point, you start animating, and then you need to rotate him, and you realize the anchor point is sort of somewhere very different. So I mean, then generally the plugins I use are just to make things speed up. There are two plugins that I would love to talk about, but I'm not going to use them that much. One is called Good Parents, which means that you can keyframe the thing that is parented to. So generally in After Effects you can only have one parent, and it's a constant.
Oh, you can change the parent?
Yeah, you can on off it, so he's
Like a
parented.
switch?
Yeah, absolutely. And you can have multiple parents, which is incredibly useful.
Whoa. Okay.
And the other one is paste multiple keyframes. So normally you can only paste the one layer's keyframes. With this you can select all of the keyframes in your composition, and you can paste loops. You can paste one loop, 2 loop, 3 loop, and it just runs them all out. So that saves out a lot of time.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, yesterday also we had was it Alexandra? Yeah, she was using also a plugin or a script to copy paste easing.
We caught the last
Yeah.
half of it, and I desperately need to pick her brain about a couple of the
Yeah,
things.
we would
that she
ask
was doing
Alexandra, but
yesterday.
that's
Absolutely, that's something that's very important for me, because I spend so long with my easings, because I think when you want detailed movement, you really need to have a look at detailed easing, and especially with anticipation. So you've got a fast movement predicted by a slow movement. So the guy is going to come down and squash, and he's going to slow down, and that's the anticipation, the build up, and then he's going to burst up. So you really need to look at your easings.
Easing, that's good.
That's passion, Pete.
So we have someone who is joining today, I guess, and again, I invite you to watch the replay, but maybe you can show it again. It's Andrew asking if you can show, possibly see the smoke trail breakdown. You know, you
Absolutely,
yeah.
I can.
So we can
jump
show
into
it
that very
again
quickly. So what it is?
It's a very nice, simple trick, actually.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a trick, I suppose. So all I started with were little circles, and then these circles just moved along and sort of squash up a little bit towards the end. And what I did was I just cut them in half by a alpha mask, basically. So if I was to take the alpha off, you would just see these little dots that are just sort of hiding under here. But now they've been split in half, so that's the sort of the floor as such. And they zoom away.
And you also created the vibration, like frame by frame.
Absolutely. Just a little bit of positional. I find that those little touches can really help round off an animation.
Freak out when is empty Margraf coming? We almost had him on the Adobe Live, and I need to invite him again. He almost made it, but he had some personal issues, so he had to cancel like a few weeks before the live. But I will definitely invite him again. He was super excited to come live and meet with the Adobe Live community. So I'm sure that if I invite him again, he will come back. Adobe Live, we are live every 2 weeks. So on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with different guests, different topics. So yeah, next time we do some motion design, I will definitely invite him. Andrew says it's all about the details. Yeah,
All about the details.
Oh, Jean is working on a new character. Well, he's tired of skateboarding.
Yeah, he's gonna catch this bus.
So Jean is really preparing the scenes in like some stories in Illustrator, and at some point he will just give it to Pete and say, do
and then
animate it.
the more I do, the more he has to do. So.
It's not making my life easy.
Okay, so Sean is asking, what is the fastest you can make him skate? How do I do this? Okay, so it's about the speed of the animation. Actually, it's a good question.
You can always cheat and do edit the time remap, but we stay away from that completely because you end up with sort of what it does is it looks in between keyframes. Yeah. And sometimes in between keyframes, things can look a bit strange.
Yeah,
and
like
off.
a ghost.
Exactly.
So time rewarp, tries to create the frames which don't exist.
Mm.
Yeah. And you can do it with video. It's not only for like 2D animations. Like with video, if you want to fake a slow motion, this is something you could use. Otherwise, you could change the speed of the composition.
I suppose you could.
Yeah.
It depends on how detailed it is, I think, because I mean, at the moment it's reasonably detailed, but you can always look at the main areas.
And there is a script actually, or a plugin, I think, because ideally you would just stretch all the keyframes if you want to speed it up. You know, like it's 40 frames, and let's say you need 30, but the same move. I think I saw a script. I think it's by Vincent and Nguyen. It's a Creative Dojo script or plugin that will, like you can say, okay, go from 40 to 30, and it will resize everything, like reposition all the keyframes automatically. I mean, with the same move.
I think the beautiful thing about After Effects is that you're really not set in stone. You know, you can move these keyframes as you want. You can just sort of get the vague sense of how you want it and then adjust. Generally, if I need to speed something up, I will look at the main areas where things are happening. So if we look at this, we've got him pushing off here, and we've got him flicking up here. So these are the sort of two main events. So you just look at the keyframes in between here and how to compress them. And you know, sometimes it will take a little bit of work, a little bit of fiddling. You might need to adjust some of the easings, but you know, you just gotta hit and hook. You gotta try it, fiddle around with it.
Actually, I said something stupid because I was mentioning you could go like 60 FPS, but an animated, like a GIF is limited, right? There's a limitation with the GIF. Like you cannot do a GIF with 60 FPS. It's not part of the.
I mean, 60 is quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's limited to 30.
you have to excuse me, anyone watching, because there's so many elements that interact and go on in this that it's going to look very strange for quite a lot of the first hour
prepared.
or so.
Johan is asking you something about the way you organize, you arrange the objects in Illustrator, because they are so close together. So do you have a method, or like, do you use separate layers, or just you work in one layer? Or?
When I started out using lots of layers, but nowadays maybe one layer for background stuff, so you can just differentiate. But yeah, mainly just use groups, and usually just all in one layer. I think, that's just makes it. Otherwise, if you get too many layers, you just end up going back and forth, and getting stuck in the layer panel.
So this is Finka is asking, is it possible to learn animation with no experience in a few months with hard work and tutorials?
Absolutely. That's exactly how I learned. Absolutely.
That's exactly that.
Yeah, up till 5 in the morning, up at 7 in the morning, and repeat. So if anyone's curious about the fact that, I'm not looking at my screen, so it doesn't particularly matter.
Your screen is in the middle, but now they can see your screen.
Yeah. So one lovely nifty trick that I found out about shape layers in After Effects, which I only found out very recently, is that you can select the anchor points that you are interested in, and you can double click and you can completely adjust the sort of positioning scales, heights, all that kind of stuff. Or you can even just select two, double click, and you can change where the anchor point is and rotate them across that anchor point, which is a very handy trick. But what I was mentioning is the fact that my screen is going pixelated. I think that is to do with the rubber hose, and it's just one of those things where, sometimes if you want your life to be easier, you have to put up with a couple of not glitches, but your computer trying to work up the power to keep up
and preview everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So that there may be a lot of that today, but we'll see.
Hi Jorfer, thanks for joining. So I'm Michael, I work for Adobe, and we have Jean Rousseau. It's a very French name, but he's from South Africa. And Pete also, and they both work for Made by Radio, which is a animation motion design agency based in London and Cape Town.
Yeah.
And so if you are joining, Pete is working in After Effects now. He's just using his mouse. And someone was asking about the Wacom. Yeah, Jean is using a Wacom Intrus Pro tablet. Creating some, adding some illustrations that will eventually be animated later.
Ideally, you want a Cintiq, but that's rather expensive.
Whatever the finance is.
Cintiq, yeah, it's a great one. Surya is asking, how often do you use the Puppet tool?
I never use the Puppet tool.
You never use?
Never use the Puppet tool. There's quite a few limitations with it. I mean, it can be interesting to begin with to just sort of get the gist of that sort of responsive rigging where if you move one, it sort of moves the rest of it. Actually, I completely lied. There are occasional moments where I'll use it.
Okay.
In things like if you've got like a textured rope or something. Like I did a lasso the other day, and the popper pins actually came in very handy because it allowed you to completely have that bend of the rope but still maintain the sort of the textured line across it. So I mean there are moments, but I never use it for characters.
Okay. Tutorial is saying that watching the stream on the Cintiq. Just to
nice one.
just to tease you.
Yeah, just to rub it in.
That's what they're meant to be used for, right? Action speed.
Hi Rambout. So we already had the conversation about Rubber Hose and Duik. So he's using Rubber Hose 2 for this animation and Duik when it's more complex. But Pete is more efficient, like for animations like this. It saves a lot of time, in his opinion, to use Rubber Hose. So both are good, just depending on what you are doing.
So the nice thing about Rubber Hose, which is going to come across a little bit now, is that because you can adjust the bend radius and the bend direction and the hose length, you can add these subtle directional changes. So whereas here he's kind of side on to the camera, when he's squatting down to do the kickflip, we want him to kind of turn his back a little bit to the camera. We're not going to go all the way, but so as he goes down, I'm actually decreasing the length of his hose, of his legs, to make it look like his knees are sort of sticking away from the camera, if you know what I mean.
On the side.
And we're going to move his shoulder a little bit to hunch him over. His head's going to go just a little bit behind the body. And I find those little subtle depth adjustments can really sort of like add to the depth of an animation.
Awesome. Kalina is asking, can an illustrator also become an animator, or should I just stick to illustrations?
Absolutely, and I would suggest wholeheartedly you look at the Photoshop timeline because
it's a good start.
It's amazing. We've started this little sort of project at the studio where you have an hour to sort of create something, something moving, and it's brought all of the illustrators in as well, and they're creating these amazing things in Photoshop, and it's getting me a little bit worried about my job.
On the other hand, like choosing one thing and specializing, you know.
Yeah, I guess you also need to, if you want to jump into animation and motion design, you really have to be passionate about it. You know, like if you are, just trying because you feel it's good, or you might have more opportunities, I don't think it should be enough because it requires a lot of work. And if you are very passionate about illustration and you want to really improve your style, it's also a way to go.
It's like that argument between like doing jack of all trades versus.
So Simon is asking you, Pete, why don't you use the bend direction instead of changing the length of the hose?
It's a very good question. I like to. I suppose it doesn't really make much difference, to be honest with you. Like at the moment, he's not going to. His elbow joint and his knee joints won't bend in the other direction. So for some reason, personally, I just stick with the hose length.
I see.
I think as well, actually, to develop on that answer is you can use the bend direction to make it less bendy, but if it's at 100% bend, you can't make it more bendy, if you know what I mean. So that's where you would increase the size of the hose. So it's just, at the moment, just for this sort of example, the hose length is going to be fine for the purpose we're using.
Okay. So we invite you also to share on Twitter the animations you are creating, motion design. Just add the Adobe Live hashtag. I will check what you are creating on Twitter now, and we'll do some live reviews. I see some cool stuff. Yeah. So you just have to share it and use the Adobe Live hashtag. So we have, for instance, clip clear. Check out this animation by first using After Effects character animator and a bit of Apple Motion. Okay. Okay, why not? Yeah, I'm not sure what is the story, but it's a good start. Oh, very nice, honey.
This is a perfect example of that anticipation sort of thing. So as he lands, there's that sort of squash, and you're waiting for him to sort of explode back upwards again. So that's a really nice use of easing.
Very good job. Oh, I remember this. It was we had Amanda Berglund, she's a graphic designer, and she shared the file. She was working on the cover of a magazine, and apparently Babami played with the file to add some movement and animation.
That's very cool.
And then we have Adrian Moran, flat animation compression process. Oh, nice. Oh, I like the
that
twist.
Is nice. Yeah, nice little like wobble as well. Very cool. And the speed lines are nice.
Yeah, and here the trail.
Yeah, definitely.
Good
Very
job.
nice. Yeah.
Compressing JPEGs.
That's right. Are you done?
Yeah, that's.
Okay. Maybe you want to show what you have created. Explain the scenes.
Okay, so in each of these 6 panels, I think this will be the top left. We'll have what Pete is working on today. So once he's got him flipping, he'll loop him flipping over this hydrant. And then each scene will have some, I think these 3 will have people skating.
Oh, okay.
And in this one, we'll have a guy train another bad, illegal thing. Yeah, catching a ride on the train. And a guy just walking
In the bus.
behind the bus. So this will all come to life when Pete hurries up and finishes this. Look,
Oh, you're done.
I'm gonna go for a smoke break.
Well, it's easy for illustrators, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm so happy. It's so nice to work with animators. You appreciate the fact you're just illustrating. So much work. I would say that to that comment. What did she mentioned? Should an illustrator become an animator? Yeah. No, it's way too much work. Unless you're very passionate.
There's a question for you, Pete, about animation by Muhammad. I'm asking how much importance are the rules of animation in motion graphics? For instance, some of the traditional animation rules like The Illusion of Life by Disney.
I think that personally I haven't done any cell animation before, but I've looked at a lot of those old books and like some of the books written by the Disney animators and stuff, and they're really insightful. I think, to be honest with you, movement's movement, whether it's in After Effects or Photoshop or however. So to get any insight is important and really helpful, you know. So I think that it doesn't matter if it's cell or if it's vector or what, but definitely helpful.
Yeah, and we have Andrew in the chat, who's also an animator apparently, and he seconds what you said. Like it's a
lot of work.
He says it's fundamentals to movement, like for animation. And look into the 3 laws of motion. Oh, I guess it's a book. Or concepts. Ronaldo is asking you, Pete, do you like to use the auto flop function of the rubber hose? Auto flop.
You know, I'm not actually sure what the auto flop is, to be honest with you. I use it very basically, to be honest with you, just to sort of get the arms. Because a lot of what I do and a lot of we do, is there's a lot of realism to it. So I like to just sort of stick with the basics and.
Africa is asking you, Jean, where did you learn Illustrator?
Tutorials.
Tutorials?
Even though in college, you know, they pretty much let you know about Illustrator, and then it's up to you, even if you're studying. Tutorials. You know, those back in the day, those lynda.com.
Oh, lynda.com, yeah.
But yeah, YouTube.
It was,
and then
I mean, these are like professional video tutorials, like courses, but it's true that today also on YouTube you also because Lynda are not free tutorials.
True.
It's not like, but very well produced, so that's why you pay. But yeah, today
when you're just getting into the program, it's relatively intuitive, actually. I read that book, The Animator Survival Kit.
Oh yeah,
that's absolutely.
great. Yeah, Alexandra was mentioning it.
Really good tidbits in there.
Okay, Ronaldo is saying that autoflop is a function that makes the rubber change the direction automatically. So if you feather an arm moving in the walking cycle, you don't have to mess with the bend direction. Okay.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah. And now we are exchanging book references in the chat. Kalina is saying that's also how she learned Illustrator, using tutorials. That's good. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest opportunity today. Like, if you want to learn a tool, you can.
Yeah,
that's not a big deal.
That's the beauty of it. Yeah.
And have some, I know some friends who are like teachers, in design schools.
Yeah.
And they
send you links. Yeah.
No, but before, like they would receive like 10 years ago design students, and then you would have to teach how to use the tools.
Yeah.
But now when they join the design school, they already know everything.
Yeah.
So you have to teach something else. They teach the history of design, the theory. Composition.
I mean, principles you can still teach, I suppose.
Culture,
It's a nice stretch, I think.
And here on, you can tweak the graph editor when you use rubber hose. Yeah, if you want to play with the easing, of course.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's part of the reason why it's such a powerful tool.
Christy, we will review more animations on Twitter later, of course. So keep sharing. And Darren, you found the Adobe stuff so intuitive. Well, it's good for you because it's not always the case in Creative Cloud, except Animate. Animate, you bring the Flash philosophy from 1996.
So is it still very similar to Flash, or?
Oh yeah, very similar. It's just that now, because you can export more than Flash.
Okay.
That's why we renamed the app.
Okay.
Because it was weird to open Flash and export HTML5. you know,
Right.
our SVG animations or
Yeah, that
GL.
makes sense.
It
yeah.
was weird, so he said, okay, let's rename the product. But then if you know Flash Pro and you open Animate, it's exactly the same. Like you will recognize the tools, the timeline. They just added new features, but that's it. Hi Shivam, thanks for joining. So now Pete is working in After Effects with the Rubber Hose plugin, trying to make our hero jump on the skateboard
Protagonist.
and execute a flip. Oh yeah, Andrew, the new brush tools also, yeah, in Animate. Vector brushes. Okay, for an animation, you should bring David Besnier. Okay, Sebastian. You can find me on Twitter. There is my Michael Chess, M Chess on Twitter. If you can send me recommendations on Twitter, I need to add a feedback form. Every time I forget, I will add a feedback form on Adobe Live. Because yeah, if you want to recommend some names, use Twitter today. But yeah, I will add a form. Yeah, maybe tomorrow there will be a feedback button, something new. Boom.
Quick.
Thank you, Sebastian. Yeah, Motion Brain. We didn't say that this is the best skateboarder in the world, huh? Yeah. Kick and flip's already good. I like.
Apart from the fact
I'm not
it's-
able to. Can you skate?
Yeah, I used to.
You used to?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
like this, I'm not capable of that. Yeah. I can do maybe 2 meters.
Especially
And that's it. So okay, I'm done.
no flips.
Oh, no flip? Oh no. I tried once when I was a kid. I crashed my face. I said, okay, let's get back to tennis.
Oh, I think that's the thing. You know, you have to have no fear, and you have to be prepared to break bones and everything else if you wanna succeed.
Yeah, all the nutters.
Yeah, that's why the kids are the best at it, because they just don't have any fear.
Yeah, and also you need a kind of mentor. See what I mean? Like someone coaching you, showing you. I was just all by myself with a skateboard because it's a very bad idea. So I just say, okay, maybe I should do this, and it will work. You know?
Dangerous.
Yeah, it wasn't a good idea.
That's what's nice about surfing. Just have a waterbed to land on.
A bit more easy on the limbs.
Yeah, Shivam, send me. We're in touch on Twitter, Shivam. So send me a contact so I will remember. Around Mendel, it rings a bell actually. But it's good. Like I see a lot of excitement in motion design. Like every time we do a motion design stream, like a lot of designers like are very excited because it's not only speak to motion designers, I guess, You know, like we have a lot of illustrators who want to understand.
But even me now, like I've
Yeah.
always had like an interest. Now I'm gonna go watch some tutorials when I get back.
Yeah. Yeah, because even for like simple animations, like because this one is kind of complex, you know, with
Yeah.
rigging and.
Yeah, just getting some nice.
Oh my god, what's happening, Pete?
He's trying to come back down.
Oh yeah, what happens if he stays
If he stays
in the air forever?
in the air, oof, I don't know. I think.
Oh.
It's an old bit.
That would
Yeah,
be bad.
I think the universe might stop working.
Okay, we need to find a name for this guy. We will ask the chat. We need a name for the guy or a name for the animation. Please be creative. So when they will share it on Twitter, they will add the name.
How many people are employed? It's about under 20, maximum 20.
At the studio.
Simon Trotz, yeah.
At the studio, in your studio, to get employed.
Yeah, I can't give you an exact number, but it's relatively compact. 15?
I think that sounds about right. Yeah.
15, 20, yeah. I guess it depends also on the turnover of the projects and working with freelancers if you have to extend. That's the life of a studio, but yeah. I call it a small shop. This is what it's the size I like, between 15 and 25. This is usually the studio I like.
Absolutely, it keeps it personal.
I think like once it gets bigger than that, bad things happen. Flop key, flipper.
Okay, now we have some names. Flipper, Hugo the Skate, Philippe. Oh yeah.
Dot head. I like that.
Flip
That's
kick.
it.
Dot head. Yeah, that's good.
Kickflip Frank.
Adobe. Small head, tiny head. Yeah, they are all obsessed by the
There
head.
you go, yeah. P-head Pete.
P-head Pete. I think that's
You're really creative, though. I like that.
That's what my wife calls me when she's not happy with me.
Titus.
Vector Hawk, inspired by Tony Hawk. Yeah, good job. The IKEA kid. Yeah. Now we're getting back to the color theme.
I'm gonna go make some different color options right here.
Yeah. Good idea.
Just for fun.
I will bring back the
I'll
screen.
make
some variations, alternatives.
Yeah.
Okay, I will show more animations that have been shared by our friends in the chat on Twitter. Just adding the Adobe Live hashtag, this is how we can catch the animation. And again, on Friday, 10 people who shared animations on Twitter will get a 1-year Creative Cloud subscription. So it's also a good opportunity to access the tools or extend your membership. So Christy, idea from Adobe Live with Slim G Studio. Oh yeah, I remember this. It's true. Yeah, you watched this episode with James Curran, right?
Yeah.
And the walking guy in After Effects.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Like walking the stairs. Paul, sail with me into the dark. Oh, Paul.
Sure.
It's cute. Oh,
Oh, that's cool. I like the illustration.
wow, yeah.
Intense.
Very intense. Oh, the smoke. Now you can use the trick used by Pete for the smoke, yeah?
I think it's a different style though. I
Yeah,
think
it's true.
he's got his own style there. It's nice.
Oh, isometric.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good job with
Lovely little
the
bit of 3D
with the
there.
crap,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
good flip. Robert, oh you scare me, Robert. What is it? What is this? Okay, that's scary.
I like that. I like that a lot.
And Christy, one more. Oh, very good. Like Petit Chaperon Rouge. What's the name in English?
Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
that's it.
What's it, Patricia?
Petit Chaperon Rouge. Awesome. It's funny we have a. Okay, let me show that. It's a good one by Simon. Asking the Adobe After Effects team, like it's a nice insight to see like how long it takes, to create an animation. So like all agencies, ads agencies, and customer, they should watch Adobe Live so they understand. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Where it
Oh, that
takes
would be
time for
nice. That would be nice.
education.
Yeah, I don't think it would work, unfortunately.
you can just send them the replay.
No, because then they'll expect me to create something.
Like 2 hours. Now they will tell you, I just need a skateboarder. That's it.
Yeah, just a kickflip. You have 3 hours.
Yeah, at Serial there will be other opportunities. Like I cannot show all the entries. Okay, Serial, I will try to find yours because you are very sad in the chat with your emoji. Wow, it's very good. Okay, Pete will love this one. It's by Serial in the chat with a crying emoji because we
I've
didn't show
seen
it.
this
The
one. I
portal.
really like this one. Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I loved that when I saw it.
So what is it? Is it like 3D rendered with something weird?
No, I presume it's just. I think they've got some wiggle going on in
I
their
see.
parts, and just done a little bit like James did with just that sort of subtle side with a different color to give the idea of 3D.
Okay.
Did you know the game?
Portal, yeah.
Lovely game, beautiful game.
I never played it, but I know there are so many jokes with this. You're like, Hi, Andrew is in the chat. Yeah, giving very good advices. Actually, shared something. Okay, I hope it will play again. Yeah, very nice. Flat design also. Switch. Whoa.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, good work.
Whoa.
Really good work.
We have superstars in the chat today. So cool. And also with Lucille, we had some good pixel art yesterday. Good pixel artist. Because Lucille Patron, she will be live with us in 1 hour and 5 minutes. And she does pixel art in Photoshop, but also animates the pixel art. So yesterday she animated the characters of Adventure Time with Jack the dog.
Oh, brilliant! We were having some dinner at that point. I was really looking forward to watching it, so I had to catch that on YouTube.
And using the Photoshop timeline.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And she uses a brush for like a step, frame by frame.
With the frame by frame timeline, and she draws the
Yeah,
yeah.
nice.
Where is Andrew Kramer? Yeah, I invited him 3 times. I will keep inviting him. He will say yes at some
Don't give up.
I'm not giving up. I have his email. I just keep sending emails. Yeah, we can move. If someone wants us to move, I can do that. Ready? You ready? We move again. You ready?
Moving.
3, 2, 1. Okay, that's it.
Maybe that opens up a precedent.
do a 3D kind of flip for skateboard. Yeah, I think he's working on it.
Yeah, we're going to just get the. I find it best to like
Nice.
get the body dynamics down, and then get the boards in the air and the movement of the board right, and then we'll go into the sort of 3-dimensional flip. So you must have patience. Must bear with me.
And we have a good usage of the recorder artwork panel. One of the best kept secret of Illustrator. Because maybe you don't want to work for IKEA.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Influenced by something different today.
Can you zoom in? So now they will have to find the brand for this one.
We'll just keep changing
Okay,
it.
so on the left it's
hold
for
on.
IKEA. So what is the brand for the one on the right? With purple, yellow and cyan. Is that speed graph or value graph? Shivam is asking.
It is the speed graph.
Speed graph.
Yeah, I don't tend to use the value graph that much. I generally just use the speed graph.
Oh, Milka chocolate. Yeah. You know, Milka, the chocolate brand.
Yeah. I guarantee you, if you take any two colors,
Yeah.
you're gonna.
They will find something.
We'll stay tuned. We'll keep posting.
Is there a reason why you only use 4 colors?
Let's go Technicolor. Keep it simple. Keep it bold. Yeah. Nope. Crosshairs will not be there in the final animation. What's the other brand? Ups. They use yellow and
Yellow and purple?
mm.
And I have something with telecom in mind. I don't know why. Telecom brand. 4 colors, yeah, because we will print the animation. Yeah, that's why. We'll print the animation in Creatory. That's why. CMYK.
I wonder how many frames. How many frames will that be print? Pete, we could make a flip book.
It's going to be roughly around 40, 80. It's going to be between 120 and 160, I think.
Cool.
Oh yeah,
In
no.
time.
Yeah, we did a flip book with James Curran animation. It was a one-time experiment.
I remember doing that back in college. Flip book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Hand-
the whole thing was like
hand
hand
drawn,
done.
yeah.
Never again.
All right. Christy, James Curran liked your tweet. Your life is complete. Good for you, Christy. You can go back to bed. You can retire. Okay, we have some more animation shared on Twitter. So keep sharing on Twitter, adding the Adobe Live hashtag. And yeah, I like this one, for instance, by Simon Troves. He's another one made more recently. Ooh, tricky. That would be cool. Just dream about
Think of nice
think about
concept.
something and just pick it. It's very smart. 3D animation. Whoa. Intense. Wow, very intense. Slime. Oh yeah, the slime. Yeah.
It's nice.
Wow.
Got the loop as well.
Crazy. Oktoberfest.
I think I've seen
Sebastian.
this one. I like
Yeah?
the foam is done very nicely.
Hey. Very nice.
It's a happy sausage.
The
That's
snake,
nice.
yeah.
It's
Very
a nice
smooth.
movement, yeah.
Ah, rubber hose. Here we go.
It's a nice ball cycle.
Yeah.
Well done.
Very confident.
Yeah.
Bouncy.
Strutting.
Okay, some parallax. The wheels. Oh my god, what's happening now? Uh-oh. Maybe that's the Brexit. Oh, motion design, yeah. Sorry, there is no audio. I guess it helps. Your first animation with Animate CC. Oh yeah, good job, Guillaume.
Hey.
And the skateboard. Hey.
Nice.
Whoa!
That's a cool ice cream.
Here we go.
Oh, India bread. Yes, she's watching.
Hello. It's my wifey.
India is watching. Oh,
Don't mess up.
he's doing good. He's doing good.
Surviving.
He
Kobe.
has a lot of pressure on his shoulders now. He's the only one working in this room.
I've tried that before. Sketching team.
You tried Sketch and Toon? Yeah. Add in Cinema 4D. Now maybe we can ask Cyril later because Cyril is a Cinema 4D user. He'll be at the end of the day.
Did he use it
Maybe
yesterday?
he has more insight. He started to use it, yeah, because he had some time at the end. So he said, okay, we'll just
nice.
create a shape. So he created a kind of Pokemon ball. That I guess he will be using it today. We'll see. Nada, you are watching Adobe Live instead of studying for an exam.
Get back.
Nada.
Depends what the exam is.
Yeah.
So motion graphics doesn't exam you're doing really well. You can't blame me if you fail.
Now you have some requests of colors, Jean.
Try these colors. Okay.
A28 FC4.
It's just, I'm sure it's just bogus, so. 828.
The other one is here. If you want to watch my screen. 86 C6 AE. Yeah.
Some pastels.
Yeah.
Dark.
Ayupurul is asking, Made by Radio, you don't have a YouTube channel, right? No.
I don't think so.
No. You're on Vimeo, I guess. And you can follow them on Behance too. Made by Radio, they're on Behance. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Now they will all have suggestions of colors.
Radio Man to the right.
On the right, it's Pete.
Mm.
You sound like
I've never
Johnny
heard that.
iPhone
Johnny
Apple.
Apple.
You know what this is, Johnny?
Yeah, he's the
like
designer.
that. Yeah, and every time they launch a new product, you know, he's the one saying,
Pete just
"We paid attention." Tremendous amount of work.
so yeah, that's you got that a lot, Pete. Say something about iPhone and aluminium used.
Oh, okay. So we'll do it. Okay, I will add some delay. See, so Pete, if you can read this sentence, like about the iPhone and the aluminium use.
What is it?
Yeah, very close to the microphone. Just say something about the iPhone. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Where's the iPhone?
See Jan Erik in the middle.
Please say something about the iPhone and the aluminium used. I have not got the faintest idea about the iPhone or the aluminium used. All I know is that it will not blow up on an airplane. There you go.
Nice.
Good job. Yeah, maybe they will hire you for the next video. Oh.
Okay, the time.
Omelette de fromage.
Yeah. Again,
Nice.
comes from a movie.
Oh, it's famous line.
Yeah. Yeah, it's echoing. It was on purpose, actually. Look up Adobe Color CC. Yeah, color.adobe.com. It's a nice website if you want to get inspiration finding color themes. Point.
Depends. Sometimes paper, sometimes straight to Illustrator. How tall is that? That's Jeff.
Too tall.
So this is Adobe Color CC. You can visit the website. There is also the Adobe Capture app, and then you can explore and sort the color theme by the most recent one, the most used, the most popular. You can search for, I don't know, Paris, and see how people have been inspired by or IKEA. I guess IKEA. It's not that bold, huh? This one maybe.
Yeah, all depends,
maybe
yeah.
this one. Then you can edit the values. See the equivalent in CMYK and save it to your library so you can directly use it in the tools. So if you want to learn more about colors. Why can you only make a 5-color palette, or just to set a limitation at some point? Like having a 15-color palette wouldn't make any sense. Yeah. 5 is already a lot. Yeah. Oh, James is in the chat. Hey, yeah, James Curran. James, sorry, I need to be very careful when I pronounce his name. Otherwise, it sounds like gems, like diamonds.
But that's not a bad thing.
No, he taught me how to pronounce his name. Like it's like rain. So James, James Curran. And you can watch the replay that the live that we made with James, who's running a Slim Jim Studio. It's available on the Creative Cloud YouTube channel. I invite you to subscribe. It's one of the most popular stream we had.
It's a well worth watch. I think I watched it maybe 100 times before coming here.
It's the reference stream. Yeah, gems. That's it. That was some.
What would you recommend on the last days here in Paris?
On the last days in Paris, I don't know what kind of experience do you want.
I don't. You're gonna have to tell me.
Yeah, is it your first?
What's it, the
Pompidou? Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the Modern Art Museum. Yeah, very good.
And that's open in
Yeah, it's
evenings.
Yeah, also very close to here. Actually, there is also the Palais. It's like a palace, the Tokyo, like Tokyo.
Yeah, right.
We walked
It's
past.
the Contemporary Art Museum.
Yeah.
And it's open until midnight
Oh,
usually.
fantastic. That's good. Cool.
Yesterday it was closed because it was Tuesday, and all the museums are closed on Tuesday.
Oh.
But now I'm pretty sure it's open until midnight.
Why Tuesday?
Why Tuesday? Yeah.
It's random.
Random syndicate stuff, unions. I don't know. Because usually museums are open on Sundays, so they just needed to find a day in the week. And
Oh, okay.
they
To
say
replace it.
Tuesday. Yeah. Gaieté Lyrique, yeah. It's another museum of numeric art. But Pompidou is it's really a must.
Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
I was told that.
Hi Ross, thanks for joining. We have Pete working on this skateboard flip. How is it going, Pete?
It's going. I can see the time is running down on me, but I'm just about got the loop down, and then we can just absolutely focus on the flip, which should only take a little matter of time. So
Yeah, you have like 35 minutes.
yeah, it should be fine. Should be fine. Let's
Oh.
no pressure, no pressure.
So you are near the Eiffel Tower? Yeah, we are really very close to the Eiffel Tower, Count Zero. We are at Trocadero, if you know Paris.
It's like 15 minutes or so.
If you want to
Awesome.
walk,
Shorter, yeah, it's under 10.
yeah, under 10. Yeah. Did you copy the idle position keyframe at the end, Pete?
Pretty much. I mean, you can sort of break a lot of animations down into a sort of. Ooh, that didn't work. Sorry. A couple of sort of positions. I mean, the most easiest example is with the kick push. So, for example, at this state, I rigged the character and positioned him here. And then I positioned him and filled in all the gaps between there. And then I literally just copied and pasted the initial keyframes again, just to bring it back to that same position so that it can loop seamlessly. But there is a lot of adjustments you have to make. You have to make sure that all of your motion curves are the same and that the anchor points haven't given you one of those strange little arcs. So yeah, you just have to be conscious.
Good.
Okay, they all want Andrew on Adobe Live. Okay, let's do it. Andrew Embury, where are you based, Andrew? Aha, let's track him, Andrew. About nice picture, Andrew, on your website. East Coast Canada. Are you in Canada, Andrew? Let me know. Maybe you can check your Twitter to let me tell me where you live. Terra Firma. Where is it?
Terra firma is the Earth. Is it not?
Thanks,
Terra
Andrew.
firma.
It really helps. Terre ferme. I see, okay. I got the joke. Funny, huh? Funny, Andrew, huh? You just gone back from Paris? Oh no, seriously. And you're in Canada. Okay, I can invite you in the US stream, because with Adobe Live we stream from Paris, and 2 weeks after from San Francisco, and we have guests from Canada in the US when we stream from San Francisco. So, Andrew. To find his website, you just have to type Andrew Embury. It's yeah, very easy to find. Russ is asking, what are your favorite motion designers we should follow on YouTube and Behance? Oh, Behance, well, like you opened the field of motion design. Maybe we should start with YouTube, like people who share tutorials. So who did you mention yesterday?
I mentioned MT Mograph.
MT Mograph.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot of
Denver.
my basics from him, to be honest with you. In terms of studios, I love Animate, so it's actually quite a coincidence that they're here as well. Buck Studios is just next level. But yeah, I'm so awful with names and much better with work. So I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, MT Mograph. Also, we had Ivan Abrams. We had Mikey Bird from Cinema Spice. They both have very good YouTube channels with After Effects tutorials. Andrew Kramer, Video Copilot, of course, if you want to learn more the visual effects side of After Effects.
So if anyone's interested, we are gonna get into the sort of fake 3D of the skateboard now. And all I'm doing is just duplicating the shape of the edge of the skateboard.
Okay.
And I've stretched it to create a sort of the top of it, the grip tape as such. And so it's just a matter of, as it flips, the path animates to become wider, and then we're going to animate it to become thinner, and then wider again for the bottom of the skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll take care of the wheels in a second. There will be a couple of tweaks that will need to be made, but we'll deal with them as they come.
Maybe a color change.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
They want you to tell us more about Made by Radio, the studio philosophy.
Oh, philosophy. In general.
Yeah, in general. What you do, what you...
Well, it's all client work, so you'll get the brief,
Yeah.
interpret it the best we know how, add in all our inspiration, and then hopefully deliver something fantastic.
Yeah, we generally try and keep things quite light-hearted, quite humorous, playful, fun, but with a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah, we want something crafted and polished or something.
We have a Jeff Truzy in the chat asking who is your favorite colleague at Made by Radio.
Yeah. That would be
Definitely,
Jeff. I
definitely not
suppose.
Jeff. Definitely not Jeff.
Zorro just came back from the coffee. So the board is not a stroke; it's a 4-corner shape, right?
Yep, it's just
Yeah,
a rectangle.
That's it.
And it was literally just taken from this rectangle on the side. I just duplicated that and stretched the path out a little bit. So as it goes up, the path increases, and we bring the wheels behind with the sort of idea of the depth and perception. And then the path yet again just suddenly animates back down to the side where it's upside down. We brought the wheels back up, and at this point we've had to split the wheels and bring it above those two shape layers so that it's now gonna turn around. And we've also duplicated the wheels because at the moment there's sort of 4 sets of wheels, but you can only see 2. And as it flips over, you are presented with 2, back down to 1. And the guy catches it very professionally.
Yeah, very
lands
smooth.
it. Yeah. So now we need to just think.
Whoa!
At this point, we want.
Ah. Eat.
So let's think about this.
It will hurt. I can tell. Okay, I feel like it's time to do a giveaway. So we give away to someone in the chat a 1-year Creative Cloud subscription. If you are already a Creative Cloud member, it will extend your membership, adding 1 year. And to get 5 times more chances to win, I will invite you to subscribe to the Creative Cloud YouTube channel. There is a subscribe button. It's also the best way to be notified every time we go live. So I will ask a question, and you will have to type the answer in the keyword and in the chat, and then Nightbot will pick someone who gave the right answer. Okay, something easy. Yeah. Okay, maybe I will just ask you to type the name of the most famous skateboarder in the history of skateboard. Someone that we mentioned in the chat, like a superhero of skateboard.
Vert skateboarder.
The skateboarder. He had a video game.
There was a number 2.
There was a number
1,
2.
2.
So just type the name of this the most famous skateboarder in the world, and then give you 2 or 3 minutes, and we will ask Nightbot to pick someone. Here we go.
Always makes me laugh.
Yeah. The stream of Tony Hawk.
Please. I don't think there's a single wrong answer there. Well done.
People are paying attention.
And the right answer was James Curran.
Nepotism.
Tony Hawk, yeah, you got it. Yeah, were you there? Because James is in the chat. Okay, I think we have enough good answers. Yeah, chat just went crazy. Yeah, you saw that? Okay, Nightbot, please pick a winner, and I will ask the winner to type in the chat their Twitter handle, okay? So it's the only way for us to contact you. Here we go. Congratulations, Noemi Adamo. Noemi Adamo. Congratulations, you just won a 1-year Creative Cloud subscription.
Nice.
Woo!
And if they don't have a Twitter handle, then they haven't.
See, so if they don't have a Twitter handle, it's a good question. What should they do? Like in Germany, for instance, they don't like Twitter. We will find a way, maybe Facebook, or someone yesterday contacted me on Behance actually. Sent me I am. It was our German friend from Berlin. He found me on Behance. So.
And you said sorry, I only deal in.
Yeah, no, I just want to talk to Twitter. Yeah, thanks. Okay, Noemi got the message. So please, Noemi, type in the chat your Twitter handle, and I will contact you today on Twitter. Don't be scared. Yeah, it's Women's Day. Maybe Nightbot is sensitive to Women's Day, you know? Because really, Nightbot,
Is it really Women's Day today?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Ja,
Shit, I should put someone.
Kom on.
Yeah, all the women I know in the world. When will Alexandra's stream start? Oh, good question. So, in 30 minutes, we will welcome Lucille Patron and then Alexandra. So Lucille will be live for 2 hours, which means that within 2 hours and a half, we will have Alexandra from Animate. And thanks for sharing, Noemi. I got it. Just do a double Slack with Rufus. There we go. And Lucille is arriving. Lucille Patron, she's a pixel artist and creates animations in Photoshop with pixel art.
Okay, now I need to stay for.
Yeah, I got it on Slack. That's good. We are good. Lucille? Okay. Oh, anyone remember the 80s skateboard movie? What is it? Gleaming the Cube? What is this?
Gleaming the Cube. I have not
Gleaming
watched
the
that one.
Cube.
I'm gonna write that one down for later.
What?
It's got a
What is this?
provocative title.
Yeah, be careful. Maybe it's porn. Be careful.
Christian Slater. Yeah. Very cool.
Okay, and I will show more animations that have been created and shared on Twitter by our friends. So we have Hélène, for instance. PLA. Play. Very nice. Miriam. Ooh. Ooh. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good job. It's kind of scary, this kind of style, you know, with,
it's
with the
like
eyes.
the old Mickey Mouse sort of style,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's very cool.
Very scary.
Almost looks like he's punching the air.
My first tweet. Wow, Florian.
It's that Nightbot.
This is Nightbot. Yeah, with a heart. No, because
No, yeah,
Nightbot has
because
no
he
heart.
has no heart.
Cannot be Nightbot. Oh, mastering in minutes. Nice. Woo. Combining pictures and typography. Yeah,
Very cool.
it's not easy. Good job. Lunch announcement. De lunch staat klaar. Lekker. And that's it. That's all I know. Op die etage. Okay. Sandwich. It's my colleague. Okay. Thank you, Cloud. Nice story. Amazon, YouTube. Amazon on YouTube. Oh yeah, I think we saw this character yesterday. I remember.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The walking cycle. Oh no, it's a video game now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's very cool.
Oh,
Gotta start running.
snowball. Snowball. Good jump, but you didn't have to. There is an emergency behind you. Oh,
Big jump.
the pose.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
strong.
And now there is an Amazon. Very good. Thank you, YouTube, for sharing that with us. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Just use the Adobe Live hashtag. And again, you could be like a professional motion designer, or just wow, that's a movie. Oh my
Christian Slater.
god. Oh, yeah, we missed this movie. I think a lot of people missed this movie.
Yeah.
You see this here? Okay, great. Okay, so let's check the clock now. You have about 23 minutes, Pete.
Brilliant.
23
I think we should
to
be-
finalize the jump. Hi Daniel, thanks for joining. Jean, they want to know who is the best boss in the world. It's a question Made by Radio.
Byron's definitely the best boss in the world. Definitely.
Of course.
I thought there wasn't bosses. I thought we were.
A collective.
Yeah.
So that's kind of threw
There
me
is no
off.
hierarchy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's a weird question.
Be careful though, John. You want to have a job when you get back to Cape Town.
Are there any motion graphics conferences in the UK? It's a good question, Adrian. Maybe people will answer in the chat. There is one which is about motion interactive design, which is called Reasons to be Creative in Brighton. And then a pure motion design conference, I'm not sure actually. Not sure. But
What's
maybe
the right one? Reasons to be clear.
Reasons to be Creative, yeah. It used to be Flash on the Beach.
Oh, yeah.
So it's in February, Reasons to. So it was, it was a few weeks ago actually. Yeah, and there is a lot of creative coding also. So it's really like design, creative coding,
Oh, that's cool.
motion. Yeah.
Would you say some people are just more geared towards coding?
Yeah.
I know myself.
No.
I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't want to.
I love coding. I find it's like problem solving.
So you code in After Effects, yeah, with like some expressions.
I really want to learn some more. To be honest with you, I'm good at sort of basic HTML, CSS,
Okay.
like a little splattering of jQuery and sort of just understanding where to put the plugins.
Okay.
So yeah, I just need to. I think it's definitely something that could help help the workflow.
Oh yeah.
If people are lucky, they might get to see the one or two little bits of expressions that I'd like to learn.
Actually, yeah, I know a lot of Flash interactive designers who learned HTML and CSS, and now they reproduce exactly the same easing, like what they were doing with Flash, just with code. It's quite impressive. There is one website. What's the name?
Would that be like the most accessible place to start? CSS and HTML.
Or again, there are like thousands of tutorials. There are also websites such as Smashing, really dedicated to web technologies, or nettuts.com. It's from Australia. And then, yeah, start with a framework like jQuery that would simplify everything. Okay, I will load the website of. You will be impressed. Okay, here we go.
Can you just make that a hill flip?
So it's like using web
Someone asked you.
technologies. It's called
I suppose,
Anagram
yeah,
Agency in
absolutely.
Paris.
This flips the other way.
So you can scroll down. Okay, that's fine. But what you can also do, you see, is click and drag, and you have this
that's
weird effect, like
just
using WebGL, I guess.
That's nice.
Anagram.Paris, yeah.
It feels like you can take
Yeah.
that and scrunch it and paste
Yeah.
it.
And then it's still interactive, so it will load, and all these transitions you see, like easing, are made with CSS. That's what I will start learning, like how to use maybe SVG in your case, because you can directly export SVG from Illustrator.
Okay.
Actually, in Illustrator, when you create an illustration, if you copy and paste in a text file, this will be SVG.
Okay.
So you will get the icon and then learn how to use CSS to do this kind of transitions.
You can do a lot of animation CSS these days. As
Oh,
well.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's very cool.
And now they work on mobile too.
Okay.
So with the Safari on iOS and stuff. So. Okay, so how is the animation doing?
It's doing well. It's not quite doing what I needed to at the moment for some reason.
Yeah, transgresser, like, yeah, you realize that it takes a lot of time, yeah. It takes time to create an animation. But even with simple shapes, even if you want to, your brain to understand that this is a man jumping on a skateboard,
Yeah.
you need to pay attention to a lot of details.
Absolutely. I mean, I suppose it depends on how realistic you want it, how stylized you want it. I saw this lovely little animation the other day of just this sort of, I think it was done in probably Photoshop timeline. This little guy with like a circular body and just sort of like stickman arms,
Yeah.
doing crazy flips and stuff on these little
Oh, yeah.
boxes.
Oh, yeah,
and
what was
these-
that?
I was in touch with this guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I loved
he's
it.
in the US.
Yeah.
He's very young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All happening in that.
In the
box.
timeline, yeah. Stickmine Animations. Oh, what's his name? Yeah, we exchanged emails. He almost came to Adobe Live for the launch of Adobe Animate, actually.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. It was a really,
Yeah.
fun and simple, and I'm sure he spent a lot of effort in it, but I don't think it would have taken him so long because there's not so many sort of
If you
complex
do
dynamics.
maybe Stickman, you do Flash Timeline, you will see. And I was really surprised. Like, yeah, he started. He was maybe 14 years old. Making animations. So like, wow.
Start young.
Yeah.
We're thinking about the same one. It's this little guy. I think he's got a circular body or something. And he's
I don't know.
it all takes place in it's sort of in a square.
Oh
The
no,
square
I'm
sort
not
of
thinking about
lights.
this one. I'm thinking about the one
I'm
where
sure there's lots of little stick.
it's another one where you have the animator walking in Flash Pro or Animate,
Okay.
and then he leaves the room like it's a movie. Okay, so you see the screen, and then he was drawing a stickman, and then the stickman like becomes alive and
Cool.
gets out of the screen, and then there is a fight inside the tool.
Oh, that's cool.
And they
That's a
destroy
nice
the
idea.
keyframes. It's amazing. And it has like millions of views, like so super popular.
So that's the best we got in Flash timeline. Man, it's good.
Yeah. Alan Baker, yes, that's the. I was in touch with Alan Baker. Okay, it's fine. Thank you. Animator versus animation. That's the one. It's exactly that. I try to show you a preview. You see like 7 million views.
Jeez, he was doing well.
That's about it. You know, like it's a stickman. It tries to get outside the flash box, and then the animator play with it. It's like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
super interactive.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And then
fun.
he takes a stick, and now he wants to
Ha, ha.
play with the mouse.
I love that. That's really fun.
And this is Flash. Yeah, this is Flash
Yeah.
Pro. The old UI. He would use the
It's
tools.
an angry stick man.
Yeah, he's trying to escape.
It does something with your brain. It's like,
Yeah. And now the animator, draw a gun. And it's
Very nicely done.
very nice.
Ooh, time is ticking down.
Oh yeah, I have about like 11 minutes. Marco is asking you, do you work in 25 or 30 frames per second?
I'm working in 25. currently.
25,
We
okay.
seldomly work in 30. So it kind of depends on what the client wants the purpose of the sort of animation for. But we generally work in 25.
25?
24. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Andrew, you were blocked in the chat. Was it Nightbot? I don't know.
Yes.
What did you do, Andrew? Be nice with Nightbot. Oh, I know what you did.
So all caps.
600 seconds.
You posted a link.
Is that a naughty?
Nightbot doesn't like links.
Is there much that Nightbot likes?
Nightbot? No. He has no heart. Okay, so what will you do now, Pete? Are you working out?
I'm just doing just a tiny little touches of secondary movement. So as he sort of lifts himself up, his head's going to sort of come back and down a little bit.
Oh,
His hands are settling. You know, it's
So much style.
those little
Wow, nice.
just those little touches to make it that much more realistic.
That's awesome. Such a tiny head. The flip works very well.
Ah, thank you.
Adam Zimmer would like to see the flip frame by frame, like slow motion.
Oh, absolutely. Give me 1 second. Cool. Let's go to the flip.
he likes
So-
not having a heart.
Here we go. So it's just a combination of shape layers in different sort of colors and staggered. So it goes, rotates up, and then starts flipping down. So this is because it's his front foot kicking. He's kicking the sort of top left of the board, which brings the grip tape towards the camera,
Okay.
and then the grip tape sort of goes back under again to show the upside down board, and then we've cut the black grip tape here to turn it into the face of the bottom of the board, which is the blue, and here the side of the skateboard, just adjusting the path, it passed down to nothing here, and now it needs to emerge at the top of the board because that's the perspective coming around. So all I've done is I just made it to 0 there, added the keyframe, and in one keyframe I jump it to the top of the board so that it comes back down. That's what
Great. This is how you create the illusion.
Yeah,
of,
absolutely.
3D. Oh. Is it a cat? Maybe because there is a cat song in the playlist.
Oh, in the songs.
Yeah, there's a cat singing at some point. Oh yeah, I think this is the cat song.
Who chooses the playlist? You make it.
Yeah, actually, we licensed music from an artist. His name is Andrew Applepie from Berlin.
Yeah, right. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
And he creates.
Yeah, he produces a lot of music, like every month, maybe 4 or 5 songs, And he's like, yeah, you can use it if you Patreon me. Patreon, it's a way to donate to an artist every month.
Yeah.
It's like subscribing to an artist to help the artist.
Yeah.
And in exchange, you can use his music.
Okay.
And he's very creative, and there is no voice except the cat song, so it's good for the background.
So is it a cat singing?
Yeah, there's and this is also like Andrew Applepie. I use his music for the video teasers also.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I suppose like with licensing, you can't just like.
No, and
just
on
grab
YouTube
it.
you have to be very careful because you can have like copyright infringement, and it can block the video. So we used to, before that, we used to have a YouTube playlist of authorized songs, and it's not that good. It's okay. It's okay.
Remember there was this Alan Walker music on,
I don't know. Oh yeah, what was the story?
and now it's like super famous.
Which one? Oh yeah, it was a non-copyright music, like
Non-copyright
yeah.
music, but now it's like
And now it's in all the TV commercials.
And colors and just turn it to black.
Like, this one, no? Yeah. Yeah.
there's some really great remixes.
Yeah. Yeah, remember also this band, 9 Inch Nails? Yeah. They released a full album, which was just without any copyright, feel free to use it.
Yeah, because they didn't care.
Because,
It was
yeah.
so hardcore.
And no one noticed it.
5 minutes.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Okay,
And
I wanted to
then
get a
we will
background.
welcome Lucille Patron from some pixel art. So make sure to stay on adobelive.com. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, go to adobelive.com. It's the only way, so you have like an automatic switch. Actually, if you stay on the Adobe Creative Cloud channel and you wait for the top of the hour, there is a Live Now banner. But on adobelive.com, it's automatic. You don't have to do anything like Jean. You just have to just relax. You can watch.
Feels
Pete.
good.
Now your boss, he understands how you work.
Definitely.
Now he gets
No,
it.
he knows.
He knows that you're just watching Pete. Oh, Canarus. Okay, we take a screenshot. Thanks for the tip, Canarus Design. Epidemic Sound website. Great. Okay, so you're placing a background now?
I'm trying to, but I have a feeling that I'm going to run out of time.
Oh, come on.
So we will see.
You still have
We
2
will see.
hours tomorrow.
2 hours.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
exactly.
No, this is just a
Keep
sort of
something for tomorrow.
a placeholder bit of fun.
Yeah, because we will be live so in 10 minutes with Lucille for pixel art, and she will be live for 2 hours, and then we will welcome Alexandra along from Animate Studio, which is a big animation studio, character animation in London, and she will animate a cat today, a very funny cat walking. So we should play the cat song. Yeah, it's a good point.
And then on the third day, she can animate singing, maybe.
On third day, yeah, maybe a singing cat would make sense. And then after Alexandra, we'll welcome back Cyril Izarn from Noble TV, doing some motion design in After Effects and Cinema 4D. He started just a little bit the 3D yesterday, but he will do more today. And also he was talking about creating some glitches or artifacts in Adobe Animate, including them in the, yeah, I'm really intrigued by that.
Sounds like he's mixing a couple of things.
Yeah, he's mixing a lot of techniques.
And is it Lucille with the pixel art? And what is she going to be doing?
Lucille, yeah, she's working with Pixel. So yesterday she was creating Adventure Time characters. Today I don't know. Usually she works with fan art. So she did one which was very famous for X-Files. She did one for Stranger Things. So today I don't know. We will see.
Interesting.
We'll see. Actually, she didn't know yesterday, so I guess she was working on the plan. So we'll see what she will be working on today. Okay, it's time to wrap up, Pete. So maybe you can play it again to see where you are.
Absolutely.
You're at. It looks awesome. Let's all say thank you to Jean and Pete in the chat, and they will be back tomorrow at the same time. Okay, let's look at that beauty. Whoa.
Yeah, and I set it around a little bit.
Very nice.
Oh, that's smooth.
So smooth. We like the shoulders. Big shoulders.
Big shoulders.
You can feel like the
big
energy.
movements.
It's awesome. So yeah, make sure to be back tomorrow, same time, if you want to watch the end of this animation, because he will integrate also all the design artworks created by Jean. And stay with us on adobelive.com. We will be back in 5 minutes with Lucille. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you.
It
Cheers.
was awesome. And yeah, see you on Adobe Live in 5 minutes. Bye everyone.
Cheers.